Viewers, the latest news about Ethiopia, Tigray, and Amhara region is that viewers, there are many important reports about the ongoing war in the Amhara and Tigray region that I will share with you in this video. Because at this time, Amhara and Tigray region has a war on almost 5 to 6 fronts. And in this video, we will share with you the latest updates we receive from many sources. Where reports have been received from several reliable sources that fighting between the Ethiopian National Defense Force and its allies and Tigray Defense Force has intensified in Haragobia. Viewers, but the Haragobia and the road connecting Valdia and Afar region is still under the control of Ethiopian National Defense Force. Because according to the latest updates, Tigray Defense Force has deployed hundreds of more soldiers on the sides of Haragobia, and many more soldiers are advancing towards these areas. The Tigray Defense Force is trying its best to get control over Valdia as soon as possible by getting control over the road connecting Valdia and Afar region. Because on the other hand, according to reports on the sides of Kobo and Koborobit, there is also a heavy fight between the Ethiopian National Defense Force and its allies and Tigray Defense Force. Because Ethiopian National Defense Force is trying to regain control over Kobo and Koborobit. And reports coming that Tigray Defense Force has attacked Amhara forces and its allies in Megaba, located in western Tigray. If you look at the map on your screen, Megaba is located near Humera in western Tigray. And reports have been received from several sources that Amhara forces and its allies have thwarted the Tigray Defense Force attack. While intermittent clashes has been going on between Amhara forces, its allies and Tigray Defense Force in these areas. Because if you remember, in the previous video I informed you that Special Forces and Ethiopian National Defense Force soldiers are moving from Lalibela to Waghemra and Sikyota. And there have been latest updates that the Ethiopian National Defense Force and its allies will move towards Abrigela from Sikyota. Whereas Abrigela is located near Bilanta and Sikyota on the Amhara-Tigray border. Whereas on the other hand, according to reports, Tigray Defense Force has launched an aggressive attack against the Amhara forces and its allies at the side of Zigwala near Humera in western Tigray. This way, Tigray Defense Force has started a massive war against Amhara forces and its allies in western Tigray. Whereas on the other hand, according to reports, Tigray Defense Force has launched a war against Amhara forces and its allies in Volkath. Whereas Volkath is situated in Tigray region, and about it a statement is also shared by Ethiopian government. According to the statement, the government of Ethiopia has been valiantly defending the attack launched by the Tigray Defense Force via Eastern Amhara. And the Tigray People Liberation Front or Tigray Defense Force has continued utilizing its worn out human wave strategy that places children, youth and the elderly people of Tigray as sacrificial lambs. And the invasion of Kobo and the surrounding areas by the Tigray Defense Force on the eastern side of the Amhara region has not gone as the group planned due to the concerted response effort of our heroic defense forces and the local communities. It has rather expanded its belligerence to other areas. And the Tigray Defense Force, Kiliki, which cannot survive without war, has launched an invasion in the direction of Waghemra, Volkath and our border areas with Sudan. And our heroic National Defense Force are defending this invasion with full preparedness and resolve. And the government of Ethiopia, while responding steadfastly to attacks launched by the Tigray Defense Force in various directions, has still not closed off the options for peace. And we continue to urge the international community to do what it can to pressure the belligerent group for a peaceful resolution of the conflict. And we call on the people of Tigray, who are our people, to free themselves from the suffering caused by the tyranny of Tigray People Liberation Front and condemn the belligerents. This statement is published by Government Communication Service today. Which, on the other hand, another statement is released by Oromo Federalist Congress regarding the current situation in Ethiopia. According to the statement, the Oromo Federalist Congress, deeply saddened by the resumption of armed conflict in northern Ethiopia and the intensification of ongoing fighting in Oromia, and the escalation and continuation of these conflicts will cause more deaths and displacement to the population and further destabilize areas reeling from the destruction of livelihoods and civilian infrastructures. And as we have done since long before the breakout of these wars, we reiterate that war cannot be a solution for Ethiopia's complex political problems, which can only be sustainably resolved through genuine and all-inclusive negotiations. Therefore, we call upon the warring parties to de-escalate the conflict, silence the guns, and pursue a peaceful solution. It was then said that OFC regrets that regional and international mediator failed to utilize for the last 6 months of relative calm, at least in the north, and the humanitarian trust therefore of to bring the warring parties to a negotiation table and secure a comprehensive ceasefire. And we call on the international community to act proactively and coherently in order to prevent further death and human suffering in all areas affected by conflict. And OFC notes with great concern that the international community has failed to acknowledge, let alone try to resolve, the armed conflict regained across Oromia. The humanitarian situation in the state has reached alarming levels, particularly in conflict and drought affected areas. Therefore, we call on the diplomatic communities to seek the immediate de-escalation of the ongoing conflict and facilitate peaceful resolution through negotiations. And finally, OFC plead with the people of Ethiopia, the party controlling government power, opposition political parties, media outlets, and social media pundits and activists to refrain from incendiary rhetoric that further inflames and situation and instead call for de-escalation with one voice. And our country, Ethiopia, and all Ethiopians stand to lose from these wars. We should all strive to contribute to the peaceful resolution of ongoing conflict. This is the latest statement which is released by Oromo Federalist Congress OFC today. So viewers, so far the latest update. For more latest update, please subscribe channel. Thanks for watching.